In this video, you will learn the 7 signs of intense romantic chemistry. So if you meet a guy and you're experiencing these things, you can be sure that he's extremely attracted and shares an intense connection with you. Don't go anywhere because we're starting right now. If you're watching this video, you probably have a good idea of what romantic chemistry is. I mean, people talk about it all the time when referring to a first meeting or a first date. They ask questions like, did you feel any chemistry? Or did you feel any sparks? So yes, most people have an intuitive grasp on what it means. But before I share the signs of that intense romantic chemistry, let's start with a quick description so we're on the same page. Romantic chemistry is the irresistible yet unspoken mutual attraction between two people who have just met. It's a profound connection, a magnetic pull that you feel towards another person, but it's also a feeling of confidence that the other person feels it too. It's the awesome spark that people look for in a partner. And when you share that experience with someone, it can be the first sign of an amazing relationship to come. Another important note, romantic chemistry is not something that is easily faked. It either exists between two people or it doesn't. So if you're feeling and seeing these signs, you can be sure that he's feeling it too. Oh, and I have a bonus tip at the end that ties all 7 together and amplifies your chemistry. So make sure you stick around to get that one too. Without further ado, here are the signs to look for. Number 1, maintaining eye contact is fun, not awkward. When a guy is attracted to you, he will look at you and give you lots of eye contact. And making eye contact is often the first way to connect with another person. But when it's not right, this eye contact will leave you feeling uncomfortable or even awkward. If maintaining eye contact with a new person feels natural and comfortable and even enjoyable, that's the first sign of good chemistry. Also, if you notice that his pupils dilate like this, that means he's really attracted and feeling chemistry because pupil dilation is involuntary and it's impossible to control. His pupils should start to dilate the moment you begin gazing at each other. Also, if you notice him breaking gaze to look around your face, that's another huge giveaway. So he will be looking into your eyes, then he looks at your mouth and your lips, and then back at your eyes and maybe your hair. Those are more signs of chemistry and attraction. Number 2, time flies when you are together. This is one of my favorite signs that you have amazing chemistry with someone. People who have experienced amazing chemistry with a partner often describe it as a mental state or out-of-body experience where time flies by and they get lost in what they're doing. When you are together, you experience timelessness or a distorted sense of time because you're so involved and enjoying the present that you lose track of time passing. You're completely focused on each other. The ego falls away. Time flies. Every action and movement and thought follows inevitably from the previous one. It's effortless, like you're making beautiful music together. Number 3, you feel like you've known each other much longer. Intense chemistry makes the other person feel familiar in a way that you can't quite explain. You feel a strange, inexplicable sense of recognition when you meet, and you are instantly very comfortable with them. You may even feel an odd sense of déjà vu, as if this moment has already taken place, perhaps a long time ago in a different setting. And as you get to know each other, you feel like you completely get and accept one another. You often share similar interests and thoughts and strengths and weaknesses. And you might come across details in your upbringing that you have in common. Or you might have even been at the same events at the same time without ever meeting. Again, it's a feeling of intensity and familiarity at the same time. By the way, I'm Dr. Antonio Borrello, and I'm a psychologist and a relationship coach. This channel is all about helping you build great relationships so you can grow happy together. So hit subscribe, join our community, and make your love life the best part of your life. Okay, on to number 4. Number 4, your body language is louder than words. Body language is often a dead giveaway for intense chemistry. In fact, your nonverbal communication is often louder than your words. That's because both of you may be unable to control the way your body reacts when you're together. In other words, you will have a difficult time trying to hide what your body is saying. That's because your brain releases specific neurotransmitters whenever you're around a love interest. This brain cocktail causes your blood pressure to rise and produces feelings of excitement and racing heart and breathlessness and sweaty hands. So you'll notice that both of you are blushing or have rosy cheeks. You might even have feelings of nervousness. Other subconscious body language signs of chemistry include feeling comfortable with your crush being very close to you. When he's inside your personal space, it feels exciting and may even give you shivers. It feels good when he's close and leaning in towards you. It's like your body has this uncomfortable urge to be as close together as possible. Number 5, hyper awareness of touch. People who feel chemistry and are attracted to one another naturally find ways to touch each other. And you both become hyper aware of even the most friendly and polite physical contact. So if you catch yourself getting a rush from his hand grazing yours, or you feel shivers from a playful touch on the arm while laughing, you know that you feel great chemistry with him. Whether the touching was on accident or on purpose, if you get excited from their touch, it's a sign that the physical chemistry is definitely there. But if he's not touching you or casually bumping into you, you can try casually touching him on his arm or shoulder, or bump into him and gauge his response. If you casually touch him and he doesn't pull away, that's a great sign. Number 6, you can't stop smiling. Smiling at one another is a telltale sign of intense chemistry. The magnetic energy makes you feel like you can't stop smiling, and neither can he. And smiles are magical. That's because the feelings are contagious. When you are smiling in response to seeing someone, it makes them feel like you're smiling because of them. And I'm talking about happy smiles, smiling above the mouth, real smiles that extend well beyond the mouth, smiles that lift the forehead and give you that slightly squinty eyes. If his smile involves his whole face, it means you're genuinely affecting him in a good way. Number 7, playful teasing, bantering, and flirting. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that people become more attracted to you when they notice that you are attracted to them? What does that mean? Well, men become more attracted to you when you demonstrate and they notice that you are attracted to them. And that's what flirting is all about. It builds attraction. Teasing and flirting also enables you to develop inside jokes between the two of you and helps to develop your bond. It shows that the two of you are on the same wavelength and share the same sense of humor. So teasing, joking, and bantering, in addition to showing and building chemistry, helps to form a deeper connection. Okay, and the bonus tips that tie it all together and amplify your chemistry. Number 8, tension and lingering on. Okay, well, these are actually 2 additional signs of intense romantic chemistry. The first one is sexual tension. Sexual tension is a phenomenon that occurs when 2 individuals interact and feel sexual desire, but the consummation is postponed or never happens. This is common between 2 people who work together or go to school together, but do not or cannot be romantically involved for other reasons. And when you can't do anything about it, the tension is something that you feel constantly. And last, there's the lingering on part. That means that regardless of the situation, whether it's social or work related or something different, you find yourself making excuses to stay around that person a little longer than you normally would. And you have no problem doing things that you are not so interested in just to spend time being close to them. So if you find that you both linger around longer when you could have otherwise left, that's a great sign of chemistry. Okay, so how do you tie all of them together and amplify your chemistry? Well, that happens when you build an emotional connection and become attached to one another. I talk about how to do this in this video, so click here to check that out now, or click here to watch the video that YouTube thinks that you'll enjoy. I'll see you in the next video.